loves to run marathons. After 1 hour, she has run 6 miles, and after 2 hours, she has run 12 miles. Find the rate of change that represents the distance she has run. For this problem, we're trying to find a rate of change. So, let's start out by recalling what rate of change is. Well, rate is the amount of something per something else. A rate of change shows how much one value changes as a related value changes. Here in this problem, we're trying to find the rate of change that represents the distance Sarah has run. So that means we're trying to find how the distance has changed over time. Distance over time, a rate is something per something else. So to find this rate of change, we're trying to find the change in Sarah's distance over the change in time. By finding this relationship, we will find the rate of change. Great! Now let's take a close look at the graph we've been given. Here, our distance is on the y-axis, the vertical axis. So if we want to find the change in distance on our graph, we're actually trying to find the vertical change, or the change in the vertical position of our points. Now what about the change in time? Well, time is on the x-axis, the horizontal axis. So to find the change in time, we want to find the horizontal change, or the change in the horizontal position of our points. Perfect! So now we know what we need to find: the change in distance and the change in time, or the vertical change and the horizontal change on our graph. So in step number 2, let's try to find the change in distance. So here we'll be looking for the vertical change. Now our problem says that after 1 hour, Sarah has run 6 miles. So here in time we have 1 hour, and in distance we have 6 miles. Well, 1 hour and 6 miles brings us to this point right here. That is the point that represents how far she ran after 1 hour. 6 miles after 1 hour. Now our problem also says that after 2 hours she has run 12 miles. So here on the time axis we have 2 hours. Then here on the distance axis we have 12 miles. 2 hours and 12 miles brings us to this point. So these are the 2 points we're trying to find the rate of change with. So first, let's find this change in distance. So we want to find the vertical change between these 2 points. Well, this point starts with 6 miles, and this point is 12 miles. If we count between 6 and 12, we get 6. There's a difference of 6 miles there. That means that the change in distance is 6 miles. Great! Now let's do the same thing to find the change in time. Here, to find the change in time, we want to find that horizontal change between the positions of these 2 points. Well, here with this point, we start at the 1 hour mark. And at this point, we're at the 2 hour mark. The difference between 1 hour and 2 hours is 1 hour. That is our change in time. 1 hour. Now we have our change in distance and our change in time. That means that we can put these together to find our rate of change. So in step number 4, let's find that rate of change. Again, we want to take the change in distance over the change in time. So we take 6 over 1. 6 over 1 is just 6. That is our rate of change. So here, we found the rate of change to be 6. But remember, we were taking distance over time, miles over hours. So here we can write miles per hour. That means that in this marathon, Sarah ran 6 miles per hour.